Stay tuned for an intense journey as we uncover life-saving strategies for surviving an airplane crash, so brace yourselves for the impact. Dress for survival. When preparing for air travel, opt for clothing that is both comfortable and practical. Choose long pants and long sleeves to protect your skin from potential burns or scrapes during impact or evacuation. Wear sturdy, closed-toe shoes that you can move quickly in, as they provide better protection and support for your feet. Avoid wearing excessive jewelry or loose accessories that could hinder your movement or become entangled. Additionally, consider dressing in layers to adapt to changing temperatures in the event of an emergency. By dressing appropriately for the possibility of a plane crash, you increase your chances of surviving and navigating through the aftermath with greater ease. Sit in the back of the plane. While first-class passengers enjoy the luxury of spacious seats, gourmet meals, and personalized service, those in economy class may feel a bit more cramped and less pampered. However, when it comes to surviving an airplane crash, being seated towards the back of the plane can offer a significant advantage. Despite the allure of premium amenities at the front, statistics consistently show that passengers seated in the rear of the aircraft have a higher chance of surviving a crash. During the unfortunate event of a crash landing, the rear section of the plane often experiences less impact force, potentially resulting in fewer injuries. Additionally, being closer to the rear exit doors may provide quicker access to emergency exits during evacuation. Read the safety briefing card. Reading the safety briefing card on every single flight could be a life-saving decision. Not all planes are the same, and not all planes within the same airline are the same. Each aircraft may have different configurations, seating layouts, and emergency procedures. What you have learned on one flight may not necessarily apply to another. By taking a few moments to review the safety briefing card before takeoff, you ensure that you're familiar with the specific emergency protocols for that particular aircraft and how to use the oxygen mask. So, whether you're a seasoned traveler or for the first time on board, don't underestimate the importance of reading the safety briefing card every time you board a plane. Locate the emergency exits. As you settle into your seat, take a moment to identify the nearest emergency exits. These exits are crucial points of evacuation in the event of an airplane crash or emergency landing. While flight attendants often provide instructions during the pre-flight safety demonstration, it's essential to take personal responsibility for knowing your surroundings. Additionally, count the number of rows between your seat and the nearest exit. This simple action could prove invaluable in low visibility conditions or if you need to evacuate quickly. By mentally mapping out your route to the nearest exit, you enhance your preparedness and increase your chances of safely exiting the aircraft in an emergency. Don't limit your awareness. It's essential to stay alert and aware of your surroundings at all times. This means avoiding distractions that could impede your ability to respond quickly in case of an emergency. While it may be tempting to drown out the noise of the aircraft with music or drift off to sleep, doing this can prevent you from hearing crucial information from the flight crew. Opt to keep your ears open and your attention focused, ready to react to any instructions or alerts. Additionally, avoid consuming substances that can impair your movement or cognitive function, such as medicines or sleeping pills. By staying sober, alert, and engaged, you maximize your chances of reacting effectively and making sound decisions in the event of an emergency. The most critical moments during a flight. From analyzing cases of airplane crashes, researchers have revealed a startling statistic. 80% of crashes occur within the first 3 minutes after takeoff or in the last 8 minutes before landing. These fleeting intervals, though seemingly routine, harbor the highest stakes for passengers and crew alike. These critical junctures demand unwavering attention to safety protocols, from seatbelt fastening to readiness for emergency procedures. Listen to the flight attendants. Flight attendants are not just there to serve drinks and food, they are highly trained professionals tasked with ensuring the safety and well-being of passengers during air travel. Their expertise extends far beyond hospitality, encompassing rigorous training in survival practices and emergency procedures specific to aircraft. From mastering evacuation protocols to administering emergency assistance, flight attendants are prepared to handle any crisis that may arise mid-flight. Therefore, it's crucial for passengers to pay close attention to their instructions and guidance. By heeding the advice of flight attendants, passengers can trust in their expertise and enhance their own chances of survival in the event of an emergency. react correctly without instructions. While flight attendants are typically trained to provide clear directions in the event of an emergency, there may be instances where communication is disrupted or unavailable. In such cases, it's imperative for passengers to react by themselves, even without explicit instructions. Rather than passively waiting for directions, passengers should take proactive measures to ensure their safety and survival. This includes being prepared to initiate evacuation procedures without waiting for explicit orders. Reports from the National Transportation Safety Board have highlighted instances where crash victims remained seated and belted in despite the need for immediate evacuation. Therefore, it's crucial for passengers to understand that they can act decisively in the absence of instructions. Brace for the impact. When the plane crash is imminent, swift and decisive action can make all the difference. As soon as the oxygen masks deploy, use them immediately to ensure a steady supply of oxygen and maintain consciousness. The recommended brace position differs depending on your seating arrangement. For passengers with a seat in front of them, cross your hands on the seat in front and rest your forehead on top. If you find yourself without a seat in front, bend forward as much as possible, grasp your legs behind the knees, and keep your head down until the plane comes to a stop. In addition to these measures, fasten your seatbelt securely, try to stay calm and focused on the escape plan when the action begins. Escape within 90 seconds after the crash. During the chaos after a plane crash, every second is precious. The studies have shown that the first 90 seconds are crucial for evacuating the aircraft safely. In this critical window of time, it's essential to prioritize your own safety above everything. One key aspect of this is to forget about your baggage entirely. While it may be tempting to retrieve personal belongings, doing so can significantly delay your escape and endanger both yourself and others. Instead, focus solely on evacuating the aircraft as quickly as possible, leaving all belongings behind. Remember, your life is far more valuable than any material possessions. When prioritizing swift and efficient evacuation, you increase your chances of survival and contribute to the overall safety of everyone.